Hello, I'm Stefan Sewell, host of Golden Rule Magician, and I'm here with the Golden Rule Project. We're looking at the original production, Attention, Magic, and the Golden Rule. You've arrived at the subscriber area for all of the content, all of the magic videos that show and expose how to prepare and present the magic to your audience. So that's the place you've landed in, and we're going to talk all about the production here during this introductory video to the subscription area. If you've already subscribed, of course, you'll want to click through to the content, and if you are wanting to continue listening, it's because you want to hear more about the history of this project, which I'm going to tell you about now. I'm going to start a video that'll show a stop action setup of this production. We'll start that. You can see I'm setting up here a magic effect for adults. And this magic works for all ages. It's not only for students that are young, like K through 6. It works for teenagers and adults, universities, colleges, all ages. That's one of the great things about magic. Here at the Golden Rule Magician in-depth learning series, where you are now, you'll see how to prepare and present each and every one of these effects. In the photographs, you'll see a lot of the same magic effects being photographed because there's only really one or two people who can snap these photos, and there's only one or two moments during the presentation when it's even appropriate to pick up a camera. So you'll see a lot of the same, but the show has over 50 effects. It's about 60 minutes. And there's actually enough material here for over an hour and a half of magic that's all related to the Golden Rule. It's really an amazing presentation. It's fun, it's exciting, and it engages the students quite effectively. It's been it's been seen by over 150,000 students, and it's been run over 7 years, so we've studied the effect. It has quite a positive effect on schools, on audiences. It can be done at environmental fairs, as well as public schools, at assemblies, as well as community events. We'll take a look at some of the different people who might want to subscribe to this. For example, jugglers, speakers, comedians might want to subscribe. Scientists, presenters, performers of all kind. You can see teenagers really love this kind of stuff. It's powerful when they get to experience it directly. And magic is hands-on. This is the dancing, floating neon or fluorescent tube with the Tesla coil. And I'll turn the sound up just a little bit here, and we can listen to this. Magic really works live, and it works on video. You can present it, or you can play videos to your audiences. And that's what this can show. And the audiences interact with it. I don't want it to be too loud. All right, so now we're going to hear from some people who actually saw the show live. All right, we're setting up the shot here. It'll be just a moment. This is a one-person video studio with 9 cameras and 3 switchers. Here we go. So you can see here an audience and some teachers who saw it.
Some of the feedback from the teachers, hey, thanks, some of the magic tricks I'd never seen before, and I've been to a few magic shows, so, just the overall feedback was very positive, and the message was positive as well.
I know at first, I think they, like Charlie said, when they first went up and the kids were on the stage, they were focusing just solely on the magic. But then as his conversation went on, he asked them to respond. And they were responding not to the magic, but to what his message was.
He took rings and demonstrated how we're all connected with the Golden Rule and your peers and your human rights, and then they're all connected to you. And I thought that was a really good way to put it so we're all connected.
We, as individuals, we need to break ourselves off, still remember about ourselves, but then also think about other people to help make everything a better place.
If you're like nice to a bully, he'll probably be like nicer to you and he'll like bully you.
I like how he said that the bullies want attention, so we just need to be kind to them and tell them how we feel so that they don't cause problems.
The golden rule is translated into 1,000 different ways. I think that's a good way to explain how the golden rule is so open-minded in different ways.
There are 1,000 ways to say the golden rule, but all of them mean the same thing.
There's a lot of different golden rules, and most people need to learn at least one of them.
Magic-wise, I really love the electricity. Like, I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's like Darth Vader, you know, how he was shooting all the beams and all that. I loved it.
Our kids need something to focus on that gives them meaning and is about things that matter.
But all of this depends on you. You are the most important link in the chain. And that's why I'm here, to remind you how strong and important you are. Thank you for helping me.
It's pretty neat. It's really quite a remarkable production, and you can learn all of the magic behind this production right here. The reason I'm telling you all about that is that it's a big question, you know, how much is in there and how long will it take? So where does this lead and all of that? So I want you to understand that some people only need a month. Like a professional magician would subscribe probably for a month, and by the end of that month be able to really work with this material. Other people might take 3 months or 6 months, and so everyone's different. People have to decide as they go, but the good news is once you are ready to go with your magic for your audience and you can present the magic, you don't need to keep the subscription unless you just want to support the channel, right? But you can come back a year later and look up those effects that you mastered earlier and refresh your memory. So that's really a useful thing with this. You don't have to keep the files and try to remember where they are. They're always going to be at Golden Rule Magician. The material is that good. It's been audience tested for over 7 years in terms of the Golden Rule, but before that, even more. So we know audiences love it. We know it's an effective program. We know people are going to want to utilize it. You are now free to copy all of it, word for word, or change it. Incorporate it any way you like into any production. And our production, Attention, Magic, and the Golden Rule, will be presented again in October. The publisher, Adam Press, is accepting proposals for presenters. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be magic. Let's take a look at another one of the slides here that I wanted to show you. Each effect is in isolation, meaning that when you go in to look for like the napkin magic or the bunny in the hat magic, you can find it. Let's say you remember an effect where water disappears and you're trying to remember how does that fit with the Golden Rule. You can find the water effect right away and match it up and with the theme and then find what you were looking for, because there's a lot of material here. It's really good when each effect can be presented and learned in isolation. But then you can see the entire program, how it all fits together with the entire program. You can learn the entire script. Some people are going to want to take this and present it over and over in assembly venues. Some people are going to want to do the assembly themselves. So teachers will get students to subscribe here, learn the magic during the year, and present it at an assembly toward the end of the year when they've learned the magic and can present it. This is good for theater and drama students. Magic is an art. It incorporates all of the arts and sciences as well. This is social science. When it comes to the Golden Rule, we're teaching ethics, we're teaching civics, we're fitting in with that curriculum very well. teachers and schools are using our curriculum with their curriculum. It fits in already. So it's a perfect program for professional magicians or even ministers, rabbis, professional speakers, anybody who presents anything. And of course, we'd love to have young students practice the magic as well. You learn so much by practicing magic. Let's take a look at the third slide here. 60 minutes, actually more than that, of pure, non-stop, fast-paced magic. That's a lot of magic here. Any professional magician would want to subscribe to this for a while to make sure they understand what's here. And this has been audience tested. It's been all over the world, and it's been audience tested with the Golden Rule, very carefully tested. It's an efficient program in order to learn the magic, but it's also an efficient program to present. All the details have been worked out. The magic packs small and plays big, but how small? Well, you'll see in some of these photographs an Astro van or a small van, small minivan. You can even get this into 2 50-pound suitcases if you do it the right way. When you subscribe to the learning area here, the in-depth learning of the magic, you're supporting the channel, of course, but you're also supporting the channel just by using the material here and just by sharing it with anyone, presenting it. So that's why we want people to realize that using the free material here is also supporting the channel. The subscription area has to be there because magic is an art and there's secrets. We do not disclose the secrets of magic for curiosity's sake. That's against the ethics of the profession of magic. So magic has to be studied by people who are taking it seriously as students. It's not for curiosity. That's a simple thing. And anyone here can subscribe to this in-depth learning and see if it's right for them. You'll know pretty soon after trying some of these effects and finding which ones you like the best. So there's a lot here, and this is one of the best places to come for Golden Rule presentation content. It's also a great place to be for learning and developing activities in the classroom, teaching the Golden Rule and having students learn the Golden Rule, but also giving them activities that are Golden Rule activities along with it. I'm Stephen Sewell. Thank you for coming to Golden Rule Magician, and we'll see you on the inside.